Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your reading for January 2023. Thanks for stopping by today and checking out this video. If you like what you see, click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Alright, so I want to start today's reading out with a totem animal. So this animal will represent the theme for the month, and also could represent I'm going to pull that one because it went sideways. But if you see this animal, hear about it, talk about it, that could be a sign that spirit is near or wants to get your attention, or there's some kind of meaning. And for you, cougar is the animal chosen. And under cougar, we have assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Okay, Libra. I feel like there's something you've been kind of skirting around, or some kind of like a leadership role or some kind of decision-making role where you haven't wanted to take on this responsibility, or you have been afraid, or you are afraid that you aren't capable. But right there it says you have the courage and confidence to succeed. And just because, let's say you're more, when it says in silence you find power, I feel like maybe you're more of an introverted type of person. If not, then maybe there are times where you are quiet, and maybe that seems weird to friends and family if you're more extroverted, because a lot of times extroverted people are more talkative. That doesn't necessarily mean they always are, but my point is if you have times where you're just silent and quiet, people might question you, which causes you to kind of question yourself. Or if you're an introverted type anyway, really own that time, that silence, that maybe you were meditating, or maybe you're just sitting somewhere and just observing people. Maybe you're just sitting and you're just listening to what's going on around you. Or you're just sensing energy from things and people and places that are around you. This is where your power is. So make it more maybe like a habit or a practice, and make it more deliberate or intentional to have quiet time for yourself, to let yourself absorb what's going on around you, or let yourself go inside to find out what you're really thinking or feeling, and explore all of that. Because there's something, I feel like it's been like pecking at you, or like eating at you a little bit. And in January, it feels like if you don't make a decision, something is going to happen that will it'll stop you in your tracks, and you'll have to choose then. So what I feel like Spirit wants you to know is make your decision before you have to, so you can feel more like you have control, or feel more like you chose, okay? But let's get some more cards here. Spirit, what else does Libra need to know about January, please? What else should Libra know about January, Spirit? All right, we have Hummingbird Spirit, joy, yay. I instantly thought that with making this choice, making this decision, it's going to bring you a lot of joy, and more joy than you thought, because it feels like you've been like kind of stressing about the situation that you know is coming, or you have a feeling is coming. But choosing will bring joy. Well, I think more so relief. You've chosen your way, whichever way. If there's two or more choices to choose from, you've picked, and you did it in your own time, in your own way, for your own reasons, instead of pushing it to the point to where now you're in a corner and you have to make a decision, okay? Next we have Wolf Spirit, family. So I believe that what this is saying is this is a family issue, whether that's blood family or chosen family, like soul tribe. Whatever this decision is, it's going to affect the family, whatever you feel or find is family for you, whatever that means. Now, you've gotten 3 animals. You've got, cougar is a big one, but if you see hummingbird or if you see wolf, those can have meanings for you. Somebody says wolf, listen to what they're saying. There might be like a bit of advice. Sometimes spirit will speak through other people, or you hear like music lyrics and that will say something to you. Something, it could be a song that you know really well, but the way it comes across to you, it like clicks or triggers something, or like a light bulb moment, like, oh, I've never thought of that like that. So just be aware of stuff like that when you see these animals. Maybe even like if you're watching a nature documentary and you see the way a hummingbird, they do slow motion, you see how the wings fly like back and forth, and that can hold some kind of meaning for you, because that's kind of an infinity sign, right? It's not just flapping like this. So you can derive a lot of meaning. You can pull messages out of a lot of different ways, places, people, ideas, that kind of thing. So just keep your mind and your eyes open. All right, let's get more information. Tell me more about Libra spirit in January, please. What else should Libra know about January spirit? Adjustment, looking back, moving forward. Okay, so this choice that you need to make is going to be an adjustment. And if you look, there is an owl on this card as well. So the looking back is to me the most positive aspect of looking back is looking back at your life and realizing how much you've grown or what you've done, being proud. But when I looked at this first and looking back, I also felt a little small amount of loss or sorrow. So it's whatever this decision is, something is changing, and looking back, you're going to miss something. But I think the success and the joy that you're going to get, and even with this card, Wolf, leader of the pack, you need to step up and be that leader. And unfortunately, yeah, you're like leaving behind. It's almost like if you're taking on more responsibility, you're leaving behind a more carefree attitude. And there's a sense of kind of missing that or a loss. But I don't think it's something that's going to stick around for too long. You're going to look back for just a little bit. Hopefully you can change energy into, okay, I appreciate how far I've actually come a long way. I've done a lot. I'm proud of myself. You can turn it into that, and then you can go ahead and start moving forward with your new, I want to say even lifestyle. This could be something, changing jobs, careers, moving to a different place, whole different city, state. It feels like it's something that you definitely, there's something you're going to leave behind, but what you're gaining far outweighs what you're leaving behind. And then we have angelic assistance, divine guidance, loving support. Okay, so you definitely have a presence around you. You've got spirit guides, animal guides, angels. Everybody's helping you, maybe even ancestors, your ancestors around you. They are, I think that's where you're getting some of your intuitive hits. Like, something's coming, you need to make a choice. They are almost like, I feel like they're whispering in your ear. Like maybe at random times you hear your name and you look and there's no one there. I'm going to say it's either an angel, an ancestor, a spirit guide of some kind that is trying to get your attention. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to how you're feeling at the moment. Those kinds of things. So I think January is going to be really active for you spiritually and listening and intuitively and all of that kind of stuff, along with this decision making and change in your life. All right. Spirit, tell me more about Libra in January, please. What else is going to happen for Libra Spirit in January? Oop, that card went sideways, so I'm going to pull that one. Emperor. Okay, another leadership type of card. Now, the Emperor is typically seen as a very fair, just ruler. Just being harsh when he needs to be harsh, but compassionate when he needs to be compassionate. And it's under the Joy card. I think that you have been destined, or you've known maybe since you were a child or for a long time, that you need to be a leader of some kind. And I feel like you've held back for whatever your reasons are, not feeling good enough, not feeling courageous enough, not confident enough, failed at prior attempts at leading people to do certain things. Maybe you had a club that when you were a kid that didn't go well, or you were voted to be like class president and then everybody didn't let, just all that kind of weird past stuff that gets in the way. But your time is coming up in January. Like I said, you're going to be forced to make a decision if you don't. And even if you choose not to fulfill that leadership role at this time, I do believe that the universe will send you another chance, but it may not be for a long time. So keep that in mind too. So if you really, 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 really aren't ready, if there's just too much going on in your life and you really, really have thought about it and spent some time with yourself and no, if this, let's say this is a promotion at work, I'm not ready for this promotion. Maybe in 6 months that, you'll get offered another promotion, or maybe in your family, the matriarch or the patriarch of your family, like your grandmother or grandfather, passes away or has passed away, and now like you're the next in line to be kind of the matriarch or the patriarch of the family. And so that's a big decision. Do you want all of that responsibility? So definitely spend some time inside in your inner self, figure out what you want. And I feel like Spirit is saying, make your decision on your time instead of waiting until you have to. There's something about when you're pushed or you're backed into a corner, you might not make the same decisions as if you were calm, cool, and collected. Okay. Next, we have the Page of Cups, and this is under the Family card. So leading the family, choosing to lead the family in whatever, maybe, like I said, a job promotion, and that requires you to move to another city or state. It's a new adventure, and with the page, it's about looking at it with, you're seeking, or looking at it through like a child's eyes that doesn't have prior experience. And it's water, so it's very heartfelt. So in that sense, it feels like if you do choose, it's going not only, bring you that joy, but that emotional fulfillment, that heart space, that heartfelt center of actually stepping up into the role, actually taking your place, that it feels like you're always meant to have. It starts a new adventure, and then you start seeking more support and emotional support from people around you, from your family. And I think that you'll get it, and probably in ways that you didn't think you could, because it feels like it changes your perspective to be in a leadership role versus just going along with what the family says. I hope that makes sense. All right, under adjustment, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, see, this is another card of happiness, fulfillment, and success. Even though, like I said, I got that little twinge of looking back, there's that sense of losing something, what you gain, and the happiness and fulfillment. This could also even be a card of marriage, some kind of celebration, but definitely success and happiness goes along with this card. All right, and finally under angelic assistance, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so this card also represents sorrow and loss and grief. And I'm getting a hit again, or getting an intuitive hit that someone has died in your family, and that's where the loss, the sorrow, the feeling helpless. But it's under the angelic guidance, loving support. So while there's a lot of success and happiness and choices, there's also a good mix of sorrow, loss, and grief. Maybe for somebody in the family, maybe for losing a friendship or relationship, losing a job to go, like I said, move, go somewhere else, going from one being a particular, just a regular person in the family to being leader of the family. Any and all of these things. It's there. You give yourself time for adjustment. Give yourself time to go within to find out what you really think and feel, and know that it's all for the betterment of you, your family, the situation, the people involved. Know that you're watched over by the angels or by your guides. Know that they are right there with you, sympathetic and helping you out as much as you can, as much as they can. If needed, do not hesitate to ask for help. They will be there. They will find a way to show you somehow in some way. If you see repeating numbers, that's something too, which I noticed the hummingbird is a 22. So if you see that number sometimes, that repeating number, that might mean something. You also got 2 4s, which 22 equals 4. So there may be something in that range too that can mean something to you, or something that happens that you notice 22 or 4s or something. They could all have meaning. And like I said, pay attention. I think you're going to get a lot of intuitive hits or intuitive, like, wait, what just happened? Or you'll see something out of the corner of your eye, that kind of thing. That's all your guides trying to let you know that you're safe, protected, and under their protection and supported, okay? And helping you along the way. All right, let's get one final card, Spirit, please, for Libra for the month of January. One final piece of advice. All right, we have trust. Very, I was going to say sympathetic. That's not the word I'm looking for. Synchronistic, very synchronistic. Trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Okay. Trust the... that's interesting because angel with wings, and the owl here with wings, and the hummingbird with wings. So flight, air, trust your own body, trust your own thoughts or your own intuition. Like I said, your intuitive hits, the things that catch you and you're like, makes you stop, makes you look at something else or think about something else. Pay attention to those. They mean a lot, and that is Spirit trying to communicate with you. All in all, like I said, while there'll be some sorrow and grief and loss, you're still, even under cougar here is the word assertive. You are going to, and being the emperor, I think you're going to be a really, really great leader. I think you're just going to do best if you choose it before it's forced upon you, okay? Okay, Libra, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.